Hey, you guys, it is I, the Psy, and I have the hottest take of all time for you. Now, when I was young, I used to love things like What If comics, including classics like What If Thor Battled Conan, or What If the Punisher became Captain America? What if Captain America became president, or my personal favorite, what if Doctor Doom had become a hero and they've got it all wrong? But Doctor Doom has always been a hero. Dun, 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 Doom. Now, where does that take us to my all-time favorite? What if Splinterlands partially rebranded as an Idle Battle TCG? Dun, dun. All right. So the reason why I'm thinking about this, okay, and I'm serious, like, but I'm not serious. I'm serious, but I'm not serious. It's one of those things that's just like an idea because I used to play Idle Battle TCGs. I think there was one I really got into, like Idle Battle Heroes or something like that. It's one of the ones they always advertise, like as an advertisement, I guess, between like your clips that you're watching on YouTube or something. It'll just always show up. So I'd actually played lots of those idle games, and those are the type of games when you go and you take your gacha draws, which are like basically loot boxes, and you'd be like, I paid $50, that gets me 10 draws, and there's a 1% chance of getting this one card that I need, who's like meta for my team or whatever, and boom, then you try and go for it, and your money is spent on these digital items that are not NFTs, and you've just vaporized your dollars. So that's part of actually what got me, like, and I love those games, though. I love the concept, though, of just being like, I set my team is now battling, and when I come back, I've earned stuff, It was always kind of cool. I always liked that, just like set down the phone, come back a few hours later, check it out. Oh, hey, look, I earned stuff, put it down. Now, in those idle battle other games, it was always things like, oh, you earned like some armor and a sword or something like that, and a little bit of silver or gold or something. But in Splinterlands, it's literally you're earning glint and you're earning, let's show a win. You're earning glint and you're earning SPS. So you're actually getting, and don't forget, glint turns into cards. So you're getting basically like cards and SPS when you're not playing. So it's like it's an idle battle TCG when using a bot, that is, that earns while you're sleeping. And that leads me to a few different like ways that you could theoretically rebrand it. It could be Splinterlands, the active or idle TCG, or Splinterlands TCG action with idle elements, or Splinterlands active or idle TCG play and earn while you sleep. Or if that was too much, it could be like play and level while you sleep or something like that. If they have to avoid the legalities of saying earn, implying that you get something of value, you know what I'm talking about, right? But what got me even thinking about this? And the reason was that this account, I actually use XBot to pilot when I'm going to be away for a while or when I'll miss battles. And the other accounts I have, I use Archmage on. Now, those ones with Matt's new proposal, I'll probably stop using the Archmage accounts at all, and I'll consolidate everything into this, my main account, and this is the only account that I will have from that point forward. So Matt is going to be doing his job by at least eliminating my two little feeder accounts that I have running on the side to try and earn some legendaries with, to eventually transfer over here when they're unlocked, and be able to complete my set is my goal, at least. But suffice to say, that proposal is going to shut those down. And I mean, this account, when you take a look at Wild, I'm happy to go and pay that $2 for, just to be able to back me up. 2 SPS here, but almost 900 glint. 3 SPS there, almost 900 glint. 3 SPS, 800 glint. So looks like I was providing a lot of match liquidity for a couple of these games, but the fact is, oh yeah, where I'm going, okay, where am I going with all this? You guys know I'm easily distracted. Is that I haven't been able to play for, as you can see in Modern, the past 3 days. And it's funny, after my last video, I got crushed on video, and I lost most of my games, but then right after, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6-win streak. So like I always say, the game giveth and the game taketh away. I'm on a 6-win streak right now, back up to 24-20. But suffice to say, I missed 3 days of gameplay because, I mean, family comes first, and I love my family. And if they're like, Daddy, let's go to the park, I've got 4 kids. I'm obviously going to want to go to the park with my kids, And sometimes being an adult, I guess is how I'll phrase it, I don't know, means that you have to sacrifice like those things that you love, like Splinterlands, for other things. And in this case, it's been a lot of like kid stuff, which obviously I love, and family comes first every time. But I wasn't able to play. Instead, I played at the beach, and I played, you know, a little bit of basketball with the kids, and you know, we played in the backyard, and we did arts and crafts, and I took them to like gymnastics and all these other weird things that they have going on, like birthday parties that we had to get them to, and art classes that are through the YMCA, and their swim classes, you know, and the list just goes on and on. So real life got in the way of me playing. So you can see my last modern was 3 days ago. But you know what? It was cool to know that even though I wasn't able to play, that I didn't fall behind from the standpoint of like glint and everything, which glint is pretty much essential. You have to keep getting glint so you can keep opening your legendary cards or your whatever cards you need, or taking those ultimate chest chances, doing things with glint that would enable you to kind of like level up your account, you know, so you can win more. Which takes me to the idle battle element again. If again this were like an idle battle, you would literally enter into the idle battle being able to play for free in modern, but then paying your $2 license fee, like the mat fee basically, in order to play in wild. And like I said, you could play modern for free, just like Matt says as well, or you could play in wild for your toonie. And you could even go so far as to have links to battle bots. Like you could be like Xbot, here you are, Archmage, here you are, and literally link directly to those services and any others that fit like the criteria that they need to, in order for them to be selected for your battle bot that's piloting your account that you're putting together. And I'm telling you right now, man, there is a lot of money in these idle battlers. And if those guys knew that by going into the market, and let's talk about like the old guys who are like, oh, preserve value and stuff like that, right? And they were like, okay, well, hey, I've heard that there's this kitty or whatever that wins you lots of battles. What is that, dragon? Yuck. There's this kitty that wins you lots of battles, and that will allow my team to go up further in the totem pole in this idle battle TCG. Like they might go and they might get themselves like a kitty, just because they would win more with it. Because this idle money, man, I'm telling you, it's out of control sometimes. And the cool thing is they might be even more enticed to do so because of the fact that maybe they could get something back from their 449, which, I mean, that was part of what brought me over. Like I was saying, is that I was like, I was spending this money on like idle games or other like basically all Japanese RPG type things. Even though I can't read Japanese, I'm a total just like otaku guy, yay. But and by reading Japanese, I mean it's translated to English as well. I don't even want to make anyone think that I can understand anything there is to know about Japanese. But that might bring those guys here into buying the Byzantine kitties, and also maybe linking to things like this Xbot card research page and stuff like that, right? Where they'll be like, okay, well, based on what Xbot says, that Jin O'Shaughnessy is the best card, followed by Uraeus, and if I just went with Wavesmith and Kelia, then that's a pretty good core team of like the best water guys, you know? And you can link to tier lists and things like that, like they do with idle TCGs, because everyone's always like, idle TCG tier list, because you want to make sure that you don't accidentally like vaporize the wrong guy for like gems or something like that, you know? You got to make sure that you're finding the guys who are meta right now. And that would be the equivalent of buying like the Rebellion packs. You're like, okay, well, I want to get the meta cards. Well, what do? Okay, well, the loot boxes in this game are Rebellion. And it looks like I haven't bought a lot, but I buy a lot. I buy them through group buys most of the time. Like my main group buy got me a whole bunch of Mantaroths and things. So don't let this confuse you. I'm a group buy kind of guy. So yeah, that would just be buying these Rebellion packs, or again, going to the market and buying a few key cards that they might think are useful, like the Dragon Jumper and other things like that. But the fact that you could enter into Modern with no like fee, and that the earnings are higher in Modern, might get more people into Modern, which is one of Matt's hopes as well, by taking the fee from Modern, you know? And obviously if a bunch of idle players are like, oh, we see cross value between some of the Modern cards and some of the wild cards, so we can come in, we can manually play our Modern battles, then let the bot take over for us in wild. And I don't know. Oh yeah, darn, I've been talking so long that my Xbot actually turned itself on for a few of these auto battles, which is actually probably a great place to end it. Like I said, my choices were pretty much make this video right now, or who knows when I'll get the chance, because I've got one sleeping upstairs, one watching a little bit of It's Steve and Maggie. Dun, 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 dun. So there you go, guys. How crazy a take is that? What if Splinterlands rebranded as an IDLE TCG strategy game? What if? Until next time, it's I the Psy. Take care, my friends. What if you liked, shared, and subscribed? Leave me some comments. I'll probably reply. What if I did? Take care.